A beautiful lady came in the morgue. The man pulled the black jacket under her. Throw in the trash can. He is about to cut with scissors. The woman opened her eyes slowly. Where am I? The man said it was a funeral home. She didn't believe it. The woman had big eyes. She was surprised. How can I speak after death? The man stepped aside and took out her death certificate. The woman just remembered. She quarreled with her boyfriend and drove angrily on the road. She got into a car accident because she was angry. She kept begging the man to let herself go. And he promised not to talk about things here. Now her body can't move at all. The man took the needle and pointed it to collect the girl's remains. But the girl couldn't feel any pain. Then he picked up a jar of yellow medicine. He said, "This drug relaxes muscles after death. It's more convenient and better for her plastic surgery." He took a small needle and stuck it in the girl's neck. Then the man said that your mother is here. He gave the injection and covered the girl with a white cloth. Sure enough, a plump old woman came in with a wheelchair. Watching the daughter on the bed shed tears. She and her daughter had a final farewell. Girl wakes up from bed here at night. The girl touched her wrists and neck. She can't feel the flow of blood. Pick up the phone and try to contact home. But the phone turned out to be disconnected. She walked to the door and shouted loudly to let herself out. At the same time a red car came here. It's the girl's boyfriend and wants to meet her. Deshaun went out to greet. He said he's an immediate family member to watch. Obviously he didn't want others to approach the girl. And the woman in the house heard her boyfriend's voice. She yelled loudly in the room. But the sound insulation of this house is often powerful. The man left without hearing anything. He went home. The girl asks him why he won't let his friends see her. Why do you treat her this way? The man said she was dead. She must face reality and accept it. He will go out to prepare a coffin for the girl. She picked up a pair of scissors after the man left. The girl entered the house and hid her scissors behind her to wait for the opportunity to act. Wait for him not to notice. Suddenly cut it straight with a pair of scissors. Then ran to the gate and prepared to escape. But the door has been locked. The man walks to the girl. Woman turned around and leaked out the scissors in her hand. The man walked straight over. She held the scissors and said she would definitely start. She had brought the scissors to his neck. He actually asked the girl to let her shoot at him. The girl is blind because she doesn't dare to do it. She said nervously that she could still breathe, maybe she just fell into a coma. And still talking, why would dead? And the man said, people always have one dead who can talk to themselves because. He said he could speak to the souls of the dead. His job is to let the lovely corpse accept death. The man said it would be the girl's funeral in 2 days. That is, she will be locked in a coffin and buried in the soil. The door is closed. When the man came back here at the disease museum, he was messed up by the girl. Beijio ko I da chap nyan su that rang ko I da chet. The man hung up her shroud. The girl looking at her clothes still didn't want to give up. Because she's not ready for the coffin yet. Taking advantage of the person he didn't notice to sneak the key. He went out and got in the car to go to work. The girl hastily took out the key and put it in the keyhole. But with so many keys, she tried a few. She nervously folded the key. On the other side, he discovered the key was lost in the supermarket. He got in the car and rushed home. Back to lock the villa door. He found the girl preparing to call in the lobby. He pulled down the cloth on the mirror to let the woman face the facts. She saw her face pale and purple. That's not the color of a living person at all. Looking in the mirror, the girl was finally relieved. Finally she realized that she was the one who died. She closed her eyes and breathed in the mirror. The man quickly wiped off the marks with a rag. But this scene inside the house was seen by a child outside the window. That child was the girl's student. On this day, her boyfriend Shylin went to school to help clean up the wreckage. The boy told him that he had seen the girl. The boy said he met her. It makes a man feel that something is wrong. He learned that the certificate issued by the hospital only checked his pupils and pulse. There is a medicine that can completely numb a person. But the nonsense that the local police do not believe. He drove the fork to Deshaun in a hurry. He broke into the man's house and called out to her loudly. Even madly knocking on the door. To the crazy door. But now the woman in the house believed her dead. He didn't respond at all. Her boyfriend felt too sad to leave. She said now she has no regrets. He wakes up every day to get off work and go to sleep. Nothing changes after waking up. He opened the door and let him go. She walked to the door and remembered that there was no point in living. Now she thinks maybe he is going to his house. She is grateful for her death. Today is the day for a woman to go to the funeral. He took a needle to give the woman. The girl's last wish is to see her fertile beauty. The man brought her a small mirror. She looked at her makeup and said that this is the end. Breath out and close your eyes. He doesn't feel right, why is he hot? At this moment she realized that this man was a liar. Since there has been $. She is not dead at all. The man took a needle and inserted it into the girl's neck. The girl stopped struggling and motionless. Her makeup was exceptionally beautiful at the funeral. The woman looked at her daughter who was leaving early and crying uncomfortably. Shi Lin, her boyfriend, came to see her one last time. He put a diamond ring on the girl's hand. Deshawn watched with his small eyes surreptitiously for fear of revealing something. The corner of her mouth suddenly moved. The man found nothing. Finally kissed his lover and left. Deshawn posts the girl's photo on the wall. And his painting is a wall of pictures. These people are all he uses to record those who have died. When the girl woke up, she was buried in a pit. The girl tapped on the coffin but received no response. Found the stone forest on the mountain at the reception. He said the girl might still be alive. The man ran out hurriedly. He drove hurriedly on the highway. He drank a lot of alcohol and didn't look at the speed at all. A burst of bright light flashed. He woke up here already in bed. He found himself unable to move. The man told him he was dead. He desperately said that he was not dead. Deshawn takes out a tube and pierces it. What Deshawn did in his life is. There are no goals in life. People who lived in a muddle all day went to death. The whole eye is going to die. All day long in a muddle-headed way, the target person is going to death. People who live by the day go to death. All day long, the old people go to death. At a person's funeral that day. She saw a man open his mouth. The little wife saw a man opened his stomach. And these are all seen by the mountain on the side. He investigated and found that this could be his next goal. So he arranged that car accident. I offer a cup of Austria. Drunk car accident failed to hang up, draw that appearance alive. There is no goal to pull the hips and the Lois is buried alive under the ground. The person who lives without a goal is so muddled. What's the meaning of life then? Okay, the meeting ends.